with Sasha Gollish, the 2016 winner of the senior women's 10 kilometer for the first time in history at the Canadian Cross Country Championships. So in 2015 you win bronze medal in the 1500 at Pan Am Games, and now just a month ago you run a half marathon, and now you're the Canadian Cross Country champion. How what were kind of your expectations coming into this race?
Oh my gosh, zero expectations. Like 10K cross is so far. The expectations were try and finish strong.
And then coming off the half marathon, you said the 10K feels really far, but it's still only really half the distance. Were you feeling strong throughout the race? Like, or what was going through your head?
I was trying to tell myself to relax, much like I did in the half. So my plan was to try and let other people do the work and set the pace and see what happened. And I mean, depending on what had happened, how it was going to play out, I thought, okay, I'll kind of run it like the men did last year and kick with a couple hundred to go, because I think that would have suited my strength too. But with about 2K to go, I felt really good. And as I was coming over the top of the hill, I was like, okay, go now, because it makes sense.
And then now, in terms of the conditions, I know last year it was quite a bit colder. I think you might have had some just kind of heat issues last year. Now this year you wear full tights. What was kind of the rationale behind that?
Well, lesson learned. Last year froze to death, so this year wear full tights and full long sleeve and 2 pairs of gloves and a headband, and take off what you need, because you can't add stuff. So you need to learn from your mistakes, and that was definitely a mistake last year.
And then you're just coming off some very heavy schoolwork at the University of Toronto. And then how are you kind of able to focus on this while also doing that? Just, I think it was last week or even this week.
Actually, this week was like an easier week. My supervisor said, take a week off to recover. You're going to need it. Your brain needs to process what you've done in your comprehensive exams to move your PhD forward. So it actually worked out really well that way. But yes, I was writing my comprehensives to be allowed to stay within the PhD program, which was 5 days of sitting, answering 4 questions, and then a oral defense of what I chose to write.
Were you still doing some hard workouts during that time, or were you kind of just relying on the fitness that you gained prior to that?
So the written part was right after the half marathon, so I was actually kind of feeling out how I was recovering from the half. So I did a really easy short workout Monday after half, because the half was Saturday. And then I did a bit of a bigger workout on the Thursday, which was an awesome distraction from what I was trying to get through. And then and then AOs was Sunday, and it was awful. It felt so bad. But I think that's because I didn't really have a chance to recover. But it was a really good appreciation for how much stress your brain is under when you're doing that kind of work.
So are you going to be representing Canada in Uganda at the World Cross Country Championships?
I think so. I mean, it's an awesome opportunity. It's the first time I've ever made a world's team. And I don't think you should pass up those opportunities when they come. So I think so.
Awesome. Thanks, Sasha.
Thank you.